Hi, today is February 16th, 2025. It is a Sunday. Current time is 7:15 p.m. as I am recording this. Now, before I get into today's discussion, I wanted to give you guys just a very small update. Um, Today was not a productive day. I just sat in bed and rot. I wanted to get in here and record because I just did not feel productive. I felt very lazy. I felt caught in the loop. I'm going to get in that a little bit more, but I just want to give you guys a very small update. If you guys do enjoy what you see, as always, I appreciate your time. So if you leave a like or if it helps you anyway, I'm forever grateful. Now, the loop is something that I have talked about in a previous video on the channel. And just to keep it super short and simple for everybody, it's just a cycle of procrastination that I find myself in a lot. And I'm finding myself in it again, like I said in the video I uploaded the other day. I'm just finding myself in that loop just again and again and again and again. I can't seem to get a hold on how to break it. Um, but I want to get past the recognition phase. I want to get past the part of it where you notice that you're being lazy or unproductive or slacking off, and then you click and you get motivated and productive for maybe a week, maybe a couple of days, and then you crash again. I want to get past that part. I want to get past that part completely. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of feeling lazy, feeling unproductive. I'm tired of the feeling of knowing that I'm not doing anything on my life. I'm tired of that feeling. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. With every ounce of fiber in my being, I hate that feeling. And I think part of that um, feeling is knowing that I'm comfortable in my own home. Now, I'm gonna shed a little bit of truth about myself here, something a little bit more personal. Um, like I said before, I'm 20-year-old male, but I do live in a nice two-story house in a nice neighborhood. I have a car with a car note that I don't pay. I don't have bills to worry about. My phone is paid for. My car is paid for. I don't have any expenses besides gasoline. That's pretty much my only like major expense. There's subscriptions here and there, but besides that, I don't have really much to worry about. My parents take care of everything for me, and I thank God for them every day. I mean, I don't know where I'd be without them. A lot of people would kill to be in my shoes right now. So I'm overly thankful all the time. But, that's also made me weak. It's made me weak minded. It has not been helpful towards my personal growth. And like I said, I'm not being ungrateful here. I'm super grateful, overly grateful. I appreciate what I have. I'm not asking for a different life here. I'm just trying to come to an understanding on why I act the way I act. And I would like to believe that is part of the reason why. I am taken care of. I wouldn't say swaddled, but pretty much everything's taken care for. A lot of my decisions go through them. You know, I I'm comfortable. I don't have nothing to worry about. I know this. My brain knows this and chooses the easy way out because I know that at the end of the day, my loving parents are going to take care of me. And I know they're not going to be here forever, obviously, but they're not going away anytime soon. So, how do I get past this? How do I deal with this? I ask myself. And the answer is I really don't know. I really don't know. I've had some thoughts, I've had some time to think, and I actually wanted to bring up this quote that I heard while I was reading a comic. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Invincible. It's getting pretty popular kind of now, but it is a comic book series. And I was watching a review not a review, but I was watching a guy just go over all the comics on YouTube. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. But when he and let's just listen to me here. I know I'm kind of branching off, but it all weeds in. So there's this part of the story where this character in Invincible, he does like this mass genocide thing, and it's like super bad, and the government's not going for it. It's just like a whole thing, right? But ultimately, what he did helped like the planet in the future. Like eventually, what like he did the math. Like the math showed that what he did, that mass murder, like what he did to that city, it ultimately for the better of the human race helped it. And the quote that this guy said, the guy who was reviewing the channel, who was reviewing the comic book, excuse me, he said that the human race will never evolve unless it is forced to. And I know that's super unrelated, me trying to connect a comic book character committing like mass genocide to my life problems, but it resonated with me. It really did. It really did. And I say it all the time now when I'm hanging out with my friends because it's so true. You know, even with history, the human race will never evolve. It doesn't evolve unless it is forced to. Literally, unless it is forced to. Advancements in science, advances in technology, and and advancements with the space programs. Like, unless we are forced to do something, we will not evolve. We will not change. And I am seeing that logic in myself now. I'm seeing that because I am so comfortable at home, I'm so comfortable living with my parents, my brain has come to the decision that there's no need for me to do anything. There's no need to improve. There is no technically no room for improvement. I put in quotation marks. There is no room for improvement, but there is. I've just secured myself in this false identity that there isn't any. So, like I said, I digress. I digress. But how do I deal with this comfortability? How do I deal with being too comfortable to where I don't feel like working? I don't feel like being productive. And like I said, I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is just start small steps every day, slowly but surely, just small steps, but I have to force myself to do it. If I give myself the option, then it won't it won't happen, you know. And I can see myself now, or I can hear, you know, myself thinking, how are you going to force yourself to do something when you ultimately don't have to do it? How am I going to do that? How am I going to make myself do something when I already know that I don't have to? Well, if I had to give an answer to that very, very, very hard question, it would be my future. I would have to think ahead. I would have to think ahead when my parents are gone, or when I'm too old, or when opportunities pass me that I don't take advantage of, or just the fact that opportunities that I had now that I did not take advantage of pass me and then I messed myself up. And you know what? That just gave me a very good segue into something else um about opportunity that I missed. A golden one actually, and that's actually perfect for this situation. No, just hear me out for a second. In middle school, me and my buddy Micah is my best friend. My best friend. Always, he'll always be my best friend Micah. We were both band geeks. Hard down band geeks. We were in band from sixth grade all the way up, like all 3 years of middle school, we were in band. We were band geeks. We practiced every day. We'd be at each other's house. Like we were really good. Like I'm not trying to sit in here and hype myself up or anything like that, but we were really good. All the solo ensembles that we did, we S them, got the highest tier of I forget now the highest score. Like we got them. There was no like shoot for the stars kind of thing. And we were golden. We were doing great. We were both wanted to go to school for music. That's what we wanted. We wanted to pursue music. Now, obviously, I am not pursuing music. I am here recording a YouTube video. Now, how did I get here? Well, it starts with a little something called gaming. I got into gaming I want to say my the end of my 7th grade year, going into my 8th grade year. I got into gaming. I got into at that time what was popular, what was really popular was Fortnite. I got into playing the game and I got addicted fast. And to keep it short and simple, I played the game every day. And eventually I ended up dropping band my 8th grade year, not trying out for marching band my freshman year, and just let go of music in its entirety. And that is an opportunity that I honestly will never forget about because now my buddy Micah, and we still talk, don't get me wrong, he is in college at Bethune-Cookman studying music theory. I think he's in his second or third year, but he's off. He's still playing the trumpet. I stopped playing the trombone, but he's off studying music theory on a scholarship. And here I am, still in my parents' house, you know, dead end job, nothing major I've accomplished except the ENT. So yeah, I think that's just an opportunity that like I can never let go of personally because my life would be so different if I would have just never played the game, if I would have just stopped, if I would have just focused on what was important to me. I let a distraction get the best of me and it cost me a potential career. But, I digress. What to take from that really is how I need to apply this to myself when I'm feeling unmotivated, when I'm feeling lazy, when I'm feeling just out of it, because the feeling is coming back. I feel slightly productive right now, but I know for a fact that that laziness, that procrastination will come kicking back in like a mule, like a drug. It comes in when I least expect it and it knocks me down all the way on my behind. Every single time. Every single time. So I need to understand that the work I'm putting in now, I will not see immediate progress. That's literally impossible. There's no way any tiny amount of effort I put in for the next day or two, I will see progress. It's literally impossible. I need to understand that advancements and progress in your character, in your body, in your career takes time. It takes dedication. It takes consistency. It takes discipline. So if I'm going to get over this, if I'm going to break this loop, if I want to get past being comfortable, I'm going to have to make myself uncomfortable and stay productive, stay busy, give myself the discipline, get up, do the things I'm supposed to do, and do it just because it needs to get done, not because I have this motivation to do this or I want to do this and that and that. That's all great. That's all great. And understanding that you can miss opportunities is a great fear factor. But, you know, discipline is where it's really key. And I need to get a grasp on that. And if I need to come back to this video multiple times, then I will. But Caleb, you need to be disciplined. You need to stay consistent and you need to stay busy to get past this and to get over this. Then and only then you will see what you dream come true. If you cannot do that, what you want will not come to pass. And that is the utter and harsh truth. If you cannot be disciplined, if you cannot stay consistent, you will not achieve your goals and your dreams. You will not want the life that you dream for yourself. It will not happen. You will not receive a handout. You cannot wait for the right moment to come. You can't wait for someone to hold their hand out to you because it does not work that way. You are a grown man, you're 20 years old. It's time you take some responsibility. You get off your behind and you go to work. Everybody is updated. You know what you got to do. You know how you got to do it. You know when it needs to get done. So just get it done and call it a day. My apologies. I got a little heavy on myself there, but it was the truth. I didn't need to say that. All right. Those of you guys who stayed around and watched till the end, if you did stumble across this video, I appreciate you watching. I do hope God continues to bless you in your life. And like I say plenty of times, I am not a philosopher, I am not a guru, I am not a scientist, and I definitely am not a preacher. These videos are for myself. It is a form of self-therapy and how I help myself express my emotions. This is the best way I know how to do it. So please, please, please understand that if you're watching these videos. And for those of you who are watching because you're friends or family or just people I know in the workplace or whatever, thank you. I appreciate you. I do love you guys. I do appreciate all that you do for me. I appreciate the advice and the love and the care, and I do hope you understand that. All right. Like I said, I'm not going to hold up too much longer. Have a good weekend. Thank you.